She made history in 2015 when she was hired by the Arizona Cardinals to coach inside linebackers during training camps and preseason. And this weekend, she put together a camp in Loveland for girls. It teaches them to play the game and inspires them to dream big and play any game they want. I want my daughter to meet her, but Dr. Jennifer Welter is here to talk more about football and empowering women. Good to see you this morning.
Yes, thank you so much for having me.
Just talking in the break, I have a daughter who always wanted to play football. And, this is really about, well, I know what you're doing, about empowering people, regardless, men, women, but empowering them to go for their dreams.
I want them to realize that there's no game they cannot play and no field they do not belong in or on. Meaning, with the right access to coaching, it's not about, throwing like a girl or catching like a girl. It's throwing a football and catching one, and you know that you have the same skills that you can step out on the field, and that's important.
You broke a lot of glass ceilings, though, and I know you use that in the speeches that you give now. And that's a tough thing, especially in today's day and age of women trying to do more.
Yes, and I tell the women, be good first. Start with putting your head down and doing the work, because even if it's never been an option before, that doesn't mean it won't be in the future. I was one of the best women's players in the world for a long time, and yet I would have told you that it wasn't possible to have a female coach in the NFL, let alone me. And so having been able to be somebody who defied the odds, I love giving that courage and permission to other people as well.
How did you deal, and how do you deal with the criticism?
I think a lot of it is just putting your head down and being good. You know this very well. If you listen to, say, social media chatter, you are either the best thing in the world or you might want to curl up under the desk. And so if you do that, you're giving those people the power to determine where you are, how you feel about yourself. And what really matters is not the external chatter, but the internal relationships and the focus on doing your job and doing it very well.
I read a lot of the men that you coached who said they loved working with you, that you were inspiring. How much of it is about being a good leader?
It really is. And knowing that your leadership style is your own. Right? I knew I couldn't go in there and coach the same way the guys did, right? Otherwise, I might have been like coaching to their belly buttons, right? The guys are all up here. So you can't try and walk or lead through somebody else's shoes. What you have to do is own what's uniquely you and realize that that voice is an addition to any great staff. For me, I had a doctorate in psychology and experience playing football, and I used to want to be like the secret in your hip pocket. So I wasn't going to call one of the guys out. I might actually just give them a chance, like, hey, next time try this, because I might not have been able to yell loud enough to force any of them to listen, but any one of them could lean down to hear a whisper.
Well, really neat to have you here. We know you spent some time with some kids while you were here and coaching some young girls. Thanks for coming in,
Absolutely.
spending the time with us early in the morning.
Thanks for having me.
Good to see you. All right, we'll be right back.